Hello and welcome to my channel. You know, this is not just about one man, it is about justice, it is about truth, it is about Nigeria. Today on IGBO AREA TV, we dive deep into the courtroom. Nnamdi Kanu went to court today. We want to tell you about the drama that happened, what might shake the foundation of Nigeria's legal and political system, the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has been years since he was kidnapped from Kenya back to Nigeria in what many call an illegal extraordinary rendition. Now the case is back in court. And once again, the world is watching. Recently, IPOB released a powerful statement. This time, it wasn't filled with anger. This time, they appealed to something higher, the conscience of the judiciary. The statement was titled, "Justice must not be abducted. The world is watching Omotosho's court." They said, the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. We believe in the rule of law, and that is what it should be. And that is what the judiciary should be. IPOB is asking the court to rise above politics, to look at the facts, to remember that justice is not about fear or force, but about truth. They raise critical questions. Was Nnamdi Kanu brought to Nigeria legally? Did the Nigerian government break international law by taking him from Kenya? And most importantly, is the government trying to jail a man without real evidence? As we go, I will be rolling out for you. It is not just about presenting a case in court, but presenting facts and evidence. It matters so much. That is what the judges uses. So as we continue, the Nigerian government fired back. The lead lawyer, Chief Adeboyega Awomolo, says Kanu is not just making noise. He told the Federal High Court in Abuja that Kanu's speeches on Biafra, that's on Biafra radio, were dangerous, that they inspired violence and killings, and that over 170 security agents died after those broadcasts. According to him, this is not mere boasting. This is terrorism. This is a threat to Nigeria's unity. Now, he went further to say Nnamdi Kanu proudly declared himself leader of a banned group, told his followers to go after policemen and kill them, and made Nigerians live in fear. That is what he said. So he urged the judge to reject Kanu's attempt to walk free and force him to enter defense. Now, here is where the case starts to shake. Kanu's lawyers, the respected senior advocate of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi, stood up and asked a very simple question. Just like I told you earlier, it is not just saying Nnamdi Kanu did this or did that. Evidence. And look at what he asked them. After Nigerian lawyer came up, said what he said, the Nigerian judges, the ones representing Nigeria, he asked them, where is the evidence? Maturity matters here too. Where is your evidence of what you've said about Nnamdi Kanu? Like I told you, this is where the case starts to shake. Where is your evidence? Please note, not a single witness came to say Kanu incited them to violence. That is what they are saying. They say all 5 witnesses from DSS only collected statements from Nnamdi Kanu. They did not investigate. So it's like, now those people they are presenting as witness are relying on the information Kanu gave them. Not that they really witnessed or they caught somebody who witnessed. Now, and we had some of this information might be under duress. So the information, they are not presenting evidence in the court based on what you are listening. What they are doing is to use the information Nnamdi Kanu gave them. That is what Nnamdi Kanu's judge is saying. He also reminded the court that the charges have been changed 8 times and still no proof. So Nigeria have been, some people say garbage in, garbage out. You bring up charges, the next time you change it again. And that is what we have been seeing. And here is where he dropped the bombshell. Say, Kanu has been kept in solitary confinement for over 10 years, which violates international human rights law. Now he went further, he said, telling people to defend themselves is not a crime. Even General T.Y. Danjuma told Nigerians to do so, told his people. And by the way, it is natural. If you have a way of defending yourself, you defend yourself. Self-defense is not out of the law. That is enshrined in every law, country's law. Self-defense matters. Okay, perhaps when Nnamdi Kanu said it becomes a crime. I don't know. Danjuma told these people recently, defend yourself. I don't think it's once. And even the DSS both said, you are the first line of defense. Before they are invited, you are the first line of defense. And just when you think the case is only about Nigeria, the Kenyan court ruling enters the story. That court found that Kanu's removal from Kenya to Nigeria was illegal. And now the world is asking. Now the question is, did Nigeria commit an international crime? Check it out, though. Picking somebody not the legal way from another country. Can a man be tried in Nigeria if that's the way he was brought here was unlawful? Can he be tried? Does international law matter in Nigeria? This trial is now a global test of Nigeria's legal integrity. Human rights groups, UN observers, and African justice advocates are watching closely. The other day, we told you some Americans was in court to witness what was going on. You see, that statement from IPOB wasn't just for Nigerian ears. It was also for the international community. Let's face it, this is more than just a legal case. There is a serious political stakes here. Everyone involved must be careful. Remember, some judges in Nigeria cannot travel because of just the past, that's 2023 election. Some judges cannot travel. They were banned from entering United States and I think parts of Europe because the world is watching. This is a serious matter. You might think, oh, IPOB's case, Nigeria can just do it. No, this is very serious. Now, incitement is seen as telling people to defend themselves. Defend yourself. That is how, the masters explained it. I know President Tinubu is watching too. People are briefing him about what is happening. He knows. Now, if Kanu is released, he may also gain the support of Igbo in 2027. Forget about what Omar is saying. You people should not make it look as if political or you're making demands. You have to. If you continue keeping Nnamdi Kanu in jail, it pleases the northern elite and the security hardliners. So, Tinubu stands at the crossroads. Justice or political calculation? Peace or punishment? Unity or unrest? And we must ask, is the court truly free to decide, or is it under pressure from the top? People are talking everywhere. In the southeast or Asia to Enugu, Aba to Nsukka, people are watching and they are talking. Some say, Kanu has suffered enough. Let him go. It will come to a point he might even need a compensation. All this while, he has been held in custody. Nigeria has not come up with something. Can you imagine? At this stage, their evidences are what they had from Nnamdi Kanu. And you hear things like Boko Haram commanders being pardoned, but Kanu is in jail. Okay, tearing Nigeria down so that people will go their separate way peacefully is more deadly than people who are trying to kill off all Nigerians. This has become a question of double standard and a question of how Igbo people are treated in Nigeria. The court has finally set a date, October 10, 2025. Would that be for final ruling? Or what? Why are they setting such date? Anyway, that's when Justice Omotosho will decide. Will Kanu be forced to defend himself in court, or will the charges be dropped due to lack of evidence? What the judge decides will echo across Nigeria and the world. Like we always say, this matter is not just about one man, it's about the kind of country Nigeria wants to be. A country that follows the law or bends it for political sake. A country that respects human rights or ignores them when it's convenient. A country that listens to the East or continues to marginalize it. Nnamdi Kanu is not the only one on trial. Justice is on trial. Justice is on trial in this country. The Nigerian Constitution is on trial. The conscience of the nation is on trial. What do you think? Everything is on trial. In fact, the outcome of this judgment, I ask again, what do you think? Should Kanu be released or made to defend himself? Do you believe the judiciary is truly free, not being controlled? Will Tinubu act in the interest of justice or politics? Drop your comments below. Like this video, please. Share it with others. And don't forget to subscribe to IGBO AREA TV, where truth has no tribe and justice has no color. October 10 is coming. Let justice speak.